Banahene Tutorial Collections welcomes you to this YouTube channel. And on this channel, we provide videos on office softwares, creativity in the computing environment, and also how to detect issues and find solutions. So, thanks to you all for being part of this community, and let's continue to learn. Now, in this video, we are going to look at two most important tools in Microsoft Word application, and these tools are going to equip our Word document creation. These tools are one-time solutions to prevent our created file from getting erased or to prevent any loss of data whenever we are working within Microsoft Word software. So, can you configure and identify, or can you tell me you know this particular commands? And these commands are very familiar and common, but most Microsoft Word users do not know when and where to use these commands in Microsoft Word. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through and let's identify these commands and how to use them properly. Now, Microsoft Word as a software, which is a word processor, has a lot of important features that enhances the flow of creating professional looking documents. And based on this description, we are going to distinguish between these two important tools. And note, these commands seeks to update our previous document when new content is added. And also it aims to create and modify a new document or save an existing document to a new location with the same name or different name. We are going to have a practical illustration to these commands which we are going to talk about. But before then, let me provide you with 4 theoretical differences between these commands we are going to talk about. And as I said earlier, these commands are common and very familiar. We always use them, or we frequently use them in our document creation. And as I said, we don't know when and where to use these commands. So I'm going to walk you through how to use it and when to use it. These are the commands we are going to talk about, which are the save and also the save as command. Now, as you can see from this design table, I have 4 differences of this save and save as command. When it comes to the save command, this command effects changes to an existing document in an existing location. Whilst when you move to the save as, this saves a file to a specific or a different location. So, looking at this first theoretical explanation, the save changes affects an existing document in that same location, whilst this save as can help you to save a file to a specific or a different location. When we move to the next number, which is number 2, save command do not allow duplication of documents. But when you move to the save as command, this allows duplication of a document. That is, if you have an existing document, you can resave the document to have a different file name for that document. And that instant, you are going to have 2 documents which consist of the similar content. But when it comes to the save, it does not allow you to duplicate a document. Now, when we move to the number 3, save is a one-step operation. That is, you just click and that take effect. But when you move to the save as, it requires several steps to have it done. Now, the number 4 says, save do not allow users to save documents in another format. But when it comes to the save as, it allows users to save a document in a different format. And what are some of the formats we are talking about? It can be a PDF, it can be a video format, it can be a picture format. This kind of save as command gives you room to save your Word document in different formats. And as I said, I'll walk you through the practical illustration on how these commands works. So now that we have a fair theoretical idea of the save and the save as command, let's jump to our Microsoft Word document and let's see how we can use these commands and how properly we can use them. Now, this is my desktop background and we are going to start with a new Word document. So I'm going to open a Microsoft Word application. Now we have this Microsoft Word document opened, and this is a new document. When you move to the title bar, we have this file name as document 1, and this is always the default name given to a new created Word document. Now when you look at my document area, I have no content inputted in this particular area. Therefore, I'm going to create a random text by typing. So I have inputted some content into this Word document. You can select all the content by holding Ctrl plus A, and you can format your text by using the font group. So I have done some formatting to my newly created Word document. Now, how can we use the save command for this particular content? Now, since this is a new created document, when you choose any of these commands, they are going to work similarly. Why am I saying so? When it comes to these commands, save as command is purposely used for saving a new document, while save command is used to save an existing document. And looking at this particular document, it is a new document. It has no existing file name and it has no location on our computer system. Therefore, if I move to the file menu and click on save, you see that Word has automatically diverted me to the save as command. When you try to click on save, it always jumps you to the save as command. Why? Because this particular content is a new document. So anytime you have a new document created, when you try to choose the save command, Word will direct you to the save as command. So you should note, this is one practical difference between the save as and the save command. The save command is meant for an existing document with a file name, while the save as command is meant for a new created document with a new file name. So as you can see here, this is a practical differences between these two commands. Now that we have this done, I can choose any location on my computer system. So for easy identification of this file, I'm going to choose desktop and then give a file name and then click on save. So this is one practical differences between the save as and the save command. And as you can see from the backstage view, when we had a click on the save command, whilst this particular document is a new document, it jumps us to the save as command because it tells you that this document is a new created document. Therefore, you need the help of the save as command, not the save command. Now we have saved this document on our computer system with a file name that is today. Therefore, this has been saved to our PC. So this current document is an existing document. If I move to the file menu and now when I choose save, you see that nothing happens because this is meant for the save command. That is, an existing document is meant for the save command. So if I apply some changes to my document and then move to the file menu and choose save, and as we realized earlier with our theoretical explanations of these two commands, the save command is a one-time operation. So when I clicked, it saved the existing document with its modifications or editing. And that is the practical illustrations of these commands. So now we've noticed some differences. Now, what if I use the save as command to this existing document? When I click on file and choose save as, this gives me the option to save this file to a different location or a specific location. It also allows me to give a different file name to this location. When I move to the desktop, you can see that I have this document on the desktop, which is today. Now, When I try to save this document in the same location and maintain the file name and click on save, what happens is that this overwrites whatever file name or document I have in that specific location. Now, if I click on save as and choose desktop, and let me add some number to this file name and click on save. Now, on the title bar, you can see that I have this file name, and when I minimize this, I have two files created on the desktop. And this is one theoretical explanation of the save as command. It allows you to make a duplication of a document. So this command has given me the opportunity or the room to make a duplicate of my existing document with a different file name. So these two files here are going to consist of the same content, but the power of the save as command has allowed me to make a duplicate of this file. And I believe we are getting the understanding of these two commands in our Microsoft Word application. And this is also another file opened, which is today one. When I move to the file menu and click on save, this command do not allow any duplication of the document. Rather, it saves the document whether there's any changes or any modifications applied to the document. This save command is going to keep that modification or keep that editing to maintain our integrity of this particular document. So these are some of the practical illustrations of the save and the save as command. We also notice that the save command is a one-step operation. So when you click on file and choose save, this is a one-time operation. But when it comes to the save as command, it requires several steps. When you click on file, choose save as, you get this interface, you choose a location, and you can see that we are walking through different kinds of steps to make this operation done. We choose a location, we give a file name, and then we click on save. So this requires several steps to have this particular operation done. When I move to the desktop, you can see that I have created two duplicates of this original file. So all the differences that we had in the theoretical table is what we are implementing in this practical illustrations. So we first look at how to use the save command to save an existing document in a specific location, and also we've noticed how to use the save as command to save a document in a specific location or a different location. Also, we've looked up to how the save command cannot make a duplicate of a document, and vice versa, the save as command was able to be used to duplicate an existing file to a same location, or we might have it in a different location. But in this case, I made a duplicate of this file in the same location with a different file name. When you use the same file name, then that is going to overwrite it. But if I choose a different location, then I can use the same file name. Let's see how we can do this. This is today 2 with a file name. When I choose file, save as, browse, and then when I choose document and keep this file name and click on save, I still have this on my desktop as today 2. And when I open my file explorer and move to the document tab in the navigation pane, I'm going to have the same file name here. When you try to pull this to the desktop, you get this dialog box that says the destination already has a file name. Do you want to replace or skip or compare both files? So anytime you want to make a duplicate of a file in the same location, you make sure to make a difference in their file names. Or you can save the same file name of that document, but that can be in a different location for safe implementation. So in this case, you've seen how to make a duplicate of a file with the save as command in the same location or a different location. Now there is another practical illustration of these commands. When it comes to the save command, they do not allow you to save a document in a different format. But when it comes to the save as command, they allows you to save a document in a different format. This is a Word document. When I click on file and choose save, nothing happens. This implies to all the illustrations saving the documents in the same location. It is a one-time operation. It does not allow any duplication of a document, and also it does not allow you to save a document in a different format. But when it comes to the save as command, when I click on file and choose save, I get this interface to save a file to a specific location or a different location. So I have the option to choose recent, this PC, browse, and I can choose any of these recent locations that I have here. Also, this allows me to make a duplication of a document, and that is what I have previously illustrated to you. This also requires several steps when it comes to the save as command. So anytime you want to perform an action, we walk through the file menu, the save as command, choose a location, and then choose a different specific location, and also type a file name before we click on save. All these are several steps you walk through when you are using the save as command. Now, what is the different format we can have for a document whenever we are using the save as command? Because in our theoretical explanation or illustrations, we said the save as command allow users to save a document in a different format. So even if I choose browse, and as you can see, anytime we click on the save as command, we get this default interface, which is the save as dialog box. This gives us the room to make our duplication, to save our file in a different location, to also walk through all the several steps that is needed by this command. Now the last thing is how to save this Word document in a different format. Is it possible? That is a big yes. When you look at this dialog box and when you get to this file name, for the file name you can type any name for your document, but we have save as type. This is the option that gives you the room to change your Word document to a different format. So when you click on this drop down arrow, we have all these formats available to you, which can help you to save your Word document to a different format. And you should notice the save command do not give us this option, but the save as command gives us this option to utilize. So when you look at this option, we have a lot of format we can give it to our Word document. And I'm going to choose this PDF. That is the portable document format. And when I do so, I can choose the desktop, and then I can change this to for a better identification, and then click on save. Now when I move to the desktop location or the directory, you can see that I have saved this file in the PDF document, that is converting this particular Word document into this particular document. So the save as command, as theoretically said, can give us the room to change a format of a Word document to a different format. So I think this best explains these two commands. You can open this document in any PDF application you have on your computer system. So moving back to our differences between the save and the save as command. As said, the first one says save affects changes to an existing document in an existing location, while the save as save a file to a specific or different location. and we've looked up to that. And the second one says save do not allow duplication of document, but the save as allows duplication of a document, and that was also illustrated. And the number three says save is a one-step operation, while save as requires several steps. We have also illustrated this particular differences. And the last one says save do not allow users to save documents in another format, but when it comes to the save as, it allows users to save a document in a different format, and that is what we just currently illustrated. So these are the differences between the save and save as command, and having this on your fingertips will allow you to understand when and where to use these commands whenever you are working within Microsoft Word software. Hope this video has been of helpful. Please, to show your appreciation, please, I recommend you to like this video, share this video, drop your comment, and let's collaborate. And also, if you are new to this particular community, which is Banahene Tutorial Collections, I'll also urge you positively to hit the red button which says subscribe and join this community so that we can have a great and a better community, and we will always keep learning to improve our productivity individually and when we find ourselves in an institution. I salute you all, and you are welcome to Banahene Tutorial Collections.